Easy English. German Tiger II. The Tiger II, also known as the King Tiger, was a German heavy tank that saw action during World War II. It was introduced in 1944 and was one of the most powerful tanks of the war, with thick armor and a powerful 88 mm gun. The Tiger II was used by the German army in a number of battles during the later stages of the war, including the Battle of Normandy, the Battle of the Bulge, and the Battle of Berlin. However, due to its high cost and complicated maintenance, only a relatively small number of Tiger II tanks were produced, and they were used primarily as defensive weapons or in limited offensive operations. Despite its formidable capabilities, the Tiger II had several weaknesses, including a tendency to break down frequently and the fact that it was very heavy, which made it difficult to transport and maneuver. It also had limited mobility in difficult terrain and was vulnerable to air attacks. Tiger II was a powerful and feared tank that played a significant role in the later stages of World War II. However, it was ultimately unable to turn the tide of the war in Germany's favor, and many were destroyed in battle or abandoned due to mechanical problems or lack of fuel. The Tiger II was a heavily armored tank that weighed almost 70 tons, making it one of the heaviest tanks of the war. It was equipped with a powerful 88 mm KWK-43L, 71 gun, which was capable of penetrating almost any Allied tank. The tank's armor was also very thick, with a maximum thickness of 185 mm on the front of the turret and 150 mm on the front of the hull. It was very heavy and had a relatively low top speed, which made it difficult to maneuver in combat. It also had high fuel consumption, which limited its range of operation. The Tiger II saw its first combat action in July 1944 during the Battle of Normandy. It was used primarily as a defensive weapon, and its heavy armor and powerful gun made it difficult for Allied tanks to penetrate. However, the tank's mechanical problems and limited mobility made it vulnerable to air attacks, and many were destroyed or abandoned during the battle. The Tiger II also saw action during the Battle of the Bulge in December 1944, where it was used to support German counterattacks against Allied forces. Despite some initial success, the Tiger II was ultimately unable to stop the Allied advance, and many were destroyed or captured during the battle. The tank's final major action was during the Battle of Berlin in April to May 1945. By this point in the war, the Tiger II was becoming increasingly rare, and many of the tanks in use were in poor condition due to lack of fuel and maintenance. Despite this, the Tiger II was used in a number of defensive operations against the Soviet Army, but was ultimately unable to stop the Allied advance. The Tiger II was a formidable tank that played a significant role in the later stages of World War II. However, its high cost, complicated maintenance, and limited mobility made it difficult to produce and use effectively, and it was ultimately unable to turn the tide of the war in Germany's favor. Nevertheless, it remains an iconic symbol of German tank design and continues to be studied and admired by military historians and enthusiasts. Thank you for watching. If you don't mind, please subscribe to this channel.